Starting the awkward silence. Going now.
Touch my body. Throw me on the bed.
You want your body touched?
Huh?
That's what it sound like you said.
You supposed to do the awkward silence, bro.
Hey, man,
fucked
that was
it up.
awkward silence.
Do the intros.
Right.
Do the intros.
Fine, and my introduction goes
Titties.
off like, okay. So I recently bought me a Hyundai Sonata, and it's cool. It's a really cool car. I really enjoy it. Only problem I have...
Hold on. Yo, shit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Only problem I have is that this bitch just be turning on and off at random. Me and Jhakur, you know, we had to come to a sudden stop like, 2-3 times because the bitch had to act out.
Crazy.
Like, yeah, man. You know what? So I'm going ahead. LA Auto Exchange, I need y'all to get y'all shit together. Y'all definitely gonna be seeing me this week because ain't no way I'm about to be sitting here paying $15,000 for a car that can't even start.
15,000. Wow.
Got me fucked up.
15,000 or 1,500.
Bitch. Anyways, welcome back, you guys.
Okay, I'm on. Fuck it. I'm Jhakur, by the way. I'm a special guest.
Yes,
you know,
he is.
I go by King Schmeat, J Daddy, J Dizzle.
Special in my heart.
Mr. Nice Dick.
Just don't call JKK bitch because if you call him that, that's an instant fade.
Yes, most definitely.
I did that once. I almost got killed, and I had to apologize instantly after that because if you viewing this man through the camera, it's a big man.
Yes, most definitely.
Dude, and I recently stopped going to the gym. I got to get my weight back up.
Most definitely.
If this man flipped me, I'm going all the way to 90. So I'm not trying to. I'm not saying I'm scared of him, but I'm not.
Does bitch really offend you?
Yes.
Like,
because I don't
in all contexts, or does it depend on the context?
I don't call people out their names like that, you know. So I would never just call you a bitch.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
What I'm
no. I hear where you're coming from. I was just curious because like sometimes, like I've definitely called Ty a bitch before.
Yeah.
And I've definitely called George and Chris bitches before. Yeah. But they know when I'm saying it that like I mean it in a joking way. So I don't mean it like seriously. So I was just wondering, is it only when you think people actually mean it, or is it anytime it's said, it's like, no, fuck you?
It kind of depends on who's saying it.
Okay.
You know, I've known Tyus, but I haven't known him that long.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like me and Daryl, like Daryl called me a hoe bitch. I call him a hoe bitch.
Okay.
But I've been knowing Daryl since the 6th grade.
Okay, I feel you. So it's like well, maybe not he, but somebody who hasn't earned the right to call you that.
Yeah, it's just like we ain't that close.
Okay, I feel
me and Tyus are close, but you know we ain't as close to where I feel like I don't even call you a bitch.
Oh, I want to get close to you too.
And I know Tyus.
Well, you did touch his knee earlier, and he asked you to shout out his OnlyFans.
Aye, man.
So,
oh yeah, my OnlyFans,
yeah,
King
man.
Schmeat coming 2020.
Now, this is not my words.
Let me get some stars.
But King Schmeat over here said that he got a nice dick. So to anybody that want to find that out,
I really do.
Be on the lookout for the link. We'll probably post that in our bio on Instagram for like 2 hours, and then we'll take it down.
Mr. Nice Dick.
All right, we probably won't. But, I mean, I'm trying to be nice and supportive of my boy.
Appreciate you, dog.
So because we kind of don't have too much time to talk as much as we want to today because, you know, my boy Robert got to handle some business today. With all due respect. And hey, me and JKK is hungry. We trying to go and find some sustenance afterwards.
Sustenance.
So is producer. Producer's hungry too.
Oh, yeah, producer is definitely hungry. She finna make a fire thing of rice, and I love rice. So, we're going to have to end this one quickly. So I'll go ahead and let you guys know what we're talking about today. And please, y'all bring them up in any order because I would love to talk about all three. We're going to talk about code switching today. We'll talk about Popeyes, because them chicken sandwiches, man, they sell them shits like crack. And Disney Plus, because y'all know Disney Plus just got released. Ooh-wee. So I got to tell y'all about Disney Plus this dick. That's the new motto instead of Netflix and chill.
Disney Plus this dick. Yo, the memes you're on, I swear. Does he send you as many memes as he sends us?
Thankfully, no. Thankfully, no.
What?
No, me personally, no. But in the group chat, yes.
Oh, yeah.
The group chats that we in on Instagram, they send me all the memes, and the memes they send me, I send to y'all.
Oh my god.
You're more than welcome to join the group chat if you want to.
I feel like dude, I don't chat.
It gets wild.
I don't know how to put this politely, so I'm just not. Right. But like it gets annoying sometimes.
I'm sorry.
And I'm like, so I feel like if I were to join another group where I had to have twice the memes that I'm already getting from this man,
you just got to mute that shit.
I know.
You know, that's what I do. Now we have conversations.
For the record, I do enjoy some of it. So I don't want you to stop all the way. But like I do, sometimes it's like, dude, So let's open up with Popeyes.
All right.
We have Ty
because I like it.
Ready to pop off about Popeyes.
Oh, I see you.
Bars.
Oh man, I'm about to get you a trophy.
Thank you, boy.
All right, my favorite. This is my favorite and only white boy right here.
Your favorite and only.
He's not even white in my eyes. All right. He low key black.
I low key.
He's the lightest
caramel.
Black.
What caramel are you?
The very, white caramel.
That good shit.
Good shit. You never heard of white mocha?
Yeah, that's white chocolate though. Is that caramel though? But that's not caramel.
You're right. So Popeyes, man, social media been going up about Popeyes. So they recently brought back the chicken sandwich. It was gone for like a month or so, but now they brought it back. And boy, let me tell you, these people are dying for these goddamn chicken sandwiches.
I still ain't had one.
I haven't either.
And I live by Popeyes, and I refuse to take the bus down there.
So let me tell you a quick story about my experience with Popeyes. So the other day, my little brother, he came home. He like, I'm hungry. He like, Mom gave me some money from earlier. I ain't spent it. I'm hungry. I'm like, all right, what you want? He's like, I want some Popeyes. And my big cousin there too. He's like, I'm gonna go to Popeyes. I'm like, well, I guess we going to Popeyes then. So I give them a ride to Popeyes. The line was already ass, okay? The line is already going around the store and outside into the street. And the Popeyes we went to is on Adams and Figueroa.
Thank you.
So I'm like, I'm not getting in the line. I'm not getting the drive-thru. Fuck that. I park. I'm like, y'all go ahead and go to Popeyes. I'm going to go here to this teriyaki place. So while they in line waiting for their Popeyes, I go to teriyaki place. I give me some teriyaki, some salmon teriyaki. I had enough time to order my food, get my food, wait 15 minutes before I touch my food. Had a run-in with one of my church members. He got 2 big-ass plates of food and sushi, ate both plates clean, and we had enough time to go to 7-Eleven, get me a water bottle, and they was still in line.
Just to add on to this, when I drove to the gym the other day, right, and there's a Popeyes on La Brea.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, and I drove by. It was like 3 a.m. There was still a line. There was a line of cars.
That sounded about right.
I was like, damn, this shit's wild. I haven't tried it either, but now I just want to say I have, because everybody seems to love it so much.
It's bad. I'm sorry to everybody who work at Popeyes. My condolences to your job. Like, I know y'all going through it right now, questioning if this. How much is minimum wage right now?
I don't know. It's like here, isn't it like 13 something or 14 something?
It's like 12. I think it's like 12.50.
I know y'all really in the kitchen, questioning y'all $8 an hour.
It's not $8
after taxes.
After taxes and everything. Like, I feel bad for y'all. And it's like, we as people, we need to learn when to draw the line as far as chicken sandwiches go. In my honest opinion, Chick-fil-A is still better. Even though I never had a chicken sandwich from Popeyes, I've had their chicken. Their chicken is good.
Yeah.
But I prefer Chick-fil-A.
But I've heard that the chicken they use for the chicken sandwich isn't like the chicken that they use normally.
Oh, they use
that's what I've heard.
Synthetic chicken.
No. I've been hearing good things. I've been hearing good things. I don't plan on trying anytime soon because, like I said, I live by Popeyes. I'm not doing it. I'm not about to get my fucking chicken sandwich stolen by a local crackhead. I'm not doing it. But,
speaking of which, that brings to another story. So the church member.
Say it in the mic.
Oh, my bad. You right. Yeah. So the church member I met up with from my earlier story, he was telling me about how he tried the chicken sandwich as well. Right? And He went to the Popeyes. There was a homeless man asking for $1, and he told the homeless man, he's like, "Hey, I don't have money on me right now, but I mean, I can go in this Popeyes and get you some chicken sandwiches." The homeless man told my friend, he was like, "I'm tired of the chicken sandwiches." How the fuck are you tired? What?
Insert Kawhi Leonard laugh. Schmeat.
Bro, I don't know what's going on. I need y'all commentary on this. This is some bullshit. I'm just saying that Popeyes, they put some opioids in them bitches.
Them sandwiches got fucking crack in them.
Honestly, you know they got that yayo.
The yayo.
Okay, they laced. Okay, I've never heard of laced chicken, but shit. Popeyes invented that shit.
Popeyes got it.
They got
that.
All right. Only them real crackheads know. We should interview a crackhead that actually had chicken from Popeyes.
I don't know about that. Look, I'm not trying to get stabbed in my own apartment. I do think. Look, I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, right? Mm-hmm. And they were talking about Popeyes, and one of the things he said was that there was this big push for it because everybody got excited the first time it was released, and then they shut it down, didn't have it for a little while, and during that time they were collecting a bunch of chickens so that they could continue to make the sandwich. But the problem is when you need food that quickly, it doesn't go through the same health checks that maybe it should.
Right.
And I think that's a legitimate concern when it comes to Popeyes, is they're rushing all this out so quickly now.
Right.
How good is that chicken?
Right.
Where is that chicken sourced from? And I don't know.
Right.
When people start getting sick, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's over.
That episodes of the Boondocks, it's finna be reality. It's finna be a reality.
Facts.
All right, so
niggas got salmonella poisoning and shit. It's over.
From chicken sandwiches, bro. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Shout out to my homegirl, my Oreo. Shout out to her page, T Cali Tastings. She's actually making her own version of chicken sandwiches, and them shits look fire. All right.
Yo, I want some of the money you're getting paid for this sponsorship. I swear.
You getting paid for this?
I wish I was, man.
Wow.
I quit my day job in the.
You nice as fuck. She nice, couldn't be me. Hey man, where's she at? I'm trying to go get me some sustenance.
He fucking loves that word. I swear.
Sustenance.
That's all I gotta say about Popeyes.
So look, I had a question for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Right. Because I think that as African Americans in America, you constantly have to do this thing that I forgot the term, but you reminded me.
Code switching,
yeah. Right? Where you're kind of, depending on the situation, you're adjusting how you talk, how you act. And I wanted to get your thoughts on it, whether you think it's a good thing, a bad thing, whether it's an asset. I do think, I don't think it's strictly the black community.
Right.
I think there are different cultures that have different code switching, but I think you guys probably have to do it the most, at least in America. So I wanted to hear what you guys had to say on it, and whether you like the fact that you can do it. And I know there are some black people I've met that can't. Right. So I was curious.
Ty, you want me to go first?
Yeah, man.
All right.
We had a whole topic about my code switching. We started off the first podcast about my code switching. So,
well, that wasn't straight up code. What was weird about that is his code would change depending on his radius. So if he was inside this area, right, where it's his home, he acts like he's acting now, right? We start to take him up towards Pasadena, right? And he starts talking in a Jamaican accent. Then we go a little bit further. He talks in an English accent. He's like, and then he gets super ghetto when we go a little bit further. Yeah. And it was just the weirdest shit. There was no reason behind it. It's not like we were close to people who were talking like that.
This nigga ethnicity switching.
I know. Straight up. He's like a fucking chameleon. I swear.
What the fuck is Jamaican talk? What, nigga?
Talk. Talk. God damn it.
That threw me off a little bit. All right. Code switching for me, it's a little different for me because being, I grew up. I didn't enjoy talking growing up. So the people in the schools, they thought I was dyslexic, ADHD, all that. So they diagnosed me with it, and I didn't enjoy being put in the separate classrooms. Yeah. With the kids, with the special needs kids, because that's what I used to have to do.
Yeah.
So I told myself, I'm going to learn how to talk efficiently and as proper as possible, so people will never put me in this situation ever again.
Yeah, I mean, I think you speak pretty eloquently.
Yeah, so, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it. And also, I come from South Central, so you hear me speak, you wouldn't think, oh, he's from there. I don't sound anything like where I came from. So code switching for me has been a awkward experience. I can say they thought I was dyslexic or slow because I was black, and also the fact that I didn't like talk much. I could say that, but I don't know. For me, it was that people will never think I'm stupid ever again. You will never think I don't know how to speak. You will never think I'm slow. None of that.
So then, do you still switch codes then? So like if you're hanging out with people that maybe don't speak like that, do you still change the way you talk, or do you keep it the same?
For the most part, if I'm at school, then I'm going to change it. But I do that because I'm at school. Yeah. And you never know who's watching. I go to El Camino. Shouts out Elko. Shouts out BSU. Shouts out great men in the club I started. Shouts out Chris Hurd, Jeff Lawrence, all my teachers, everybody. Damn. All y'all.
You got a whole
I fucks with y'all. Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Hey, I gotta support my people, bro.
Man, been shouting out since the first episode.
They probably ain't even gonna see this podcast, but fuck it. Shout them out anyway.
They better shout out your OnlyFans then.
Yeah, I hope so. Hey,
if you're wanting to shout them out on
King Schmeat
OnlyFans
Instagram account, Mr. Nice Dick. I'm gonna change that to my handle. I hope my mom don't get mad, but she gonna see that.
It's not a bad handle.
I might have to delete her. If I change shit, I might have to. Okay. I'll be like, hey, you can't see this. But
Negative.
That's me with this podcast.
I get you.
Block everybody.
I get you.
Right. I'm surprised that your dad listened to this.
I know. I was really uncomfortable with that, but it is what it is.
Your dad gonna love the last episode. He gonna love that one with the OnlyFans. Oh yeah. But I go to school with plenty of Asians and white people, so I do indeed switch the way I talk. I do transfer over, and even when I'm at home, I kind of switch back, but I don't sound any different, really. So I think for me, this is just ingrained in how I talk. Like, of course, I'll get to the point where if I'm comfortable enough, I'll start saying nigga, I'll start saying ignorant shit and stuff like that. But for me personally, this is just how I talk at this point in my life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I respect that. I think a lot of people, code switching isn't always like this, but sometimes it can be like you're pretending to be something you're not. Right. And so I respect people that can kind of keep it level, but maintain their status in both situations, right? Because it kind of shows like this is an authentic person. Right. This is a person that they don't have to switch so that you feel comfortable around them.
Most definitely.
What about you, Ty? What's your experience been? My
experience with code switching, aside from ethnicity switching whenever I change radiuses and whatnot,
yeah, that shit is not code switching because there's no code to switch. You just
that's true. That's true.
Pasadena, I'm Jamaican, boy. What's good? What's good with you?
Hey man,
what happens when you get up into San Francisco? I want to see.
Yeah, we gonna see when we go visit Chris.
Yeah,
all right, we gonna see. But I prefer the code switch based on my situations at hand. For example, like if I'm at school, then I wanna talk more fluently so that people understand. Like I'm not just some idiot. I'm not just some guy.
Yeah.
Like You know, don't look at me for the color of my skin and assume the worst of me. Like, look at me and have a good idea, a good perception of me, because I'm all about giving people the benefit of the doubt until you prove me wrong.
Yeah.
So, and for example, at work, you know, when I first got hired at Starbucks, when I was hired by bitch here,
I feel you.
she's a bitch. So
My past managers is all bitches. Fuck y'all.
So just for the record, just so that Robert don't have to bleep nothing or cut nothing, her name is bitch. All right, bitch. So,
Okay, we get it. Goddamn.
So yeah, I wanted to give her a good first impression so that I can see, like, let her know like I'm qualified for the job.
Yeah.
So I talk once again more fluently, more elegantly, use more words to let her know like my vocabulary and whatnot, my understanding everything going on is fairly good. You know, so it's really all just based on the situation at hand for me.
Yeah. And speaking to that situation, Rolanda still had to help you get that job.
Which is true. I owe her lunch.
Yeah. Well,
I still owe her lunch.
And I'm not saying that because you weren't qualified. I'm saying that because this particular person could be a little bit
Bitchy.
prejudiced, is what I was going to say.
That's even worse.
Shout out to Rolanda because she was the only black person there until I came along. I don't know the history of the store before that, but you know, thank you, baby girl, for getting me hired. You still my Nubian queen. I appreciate you.
There was a shift manager that was black for a little bit before you were there, but she quit.
Damn. Would have been nice to meet her though. It's all good. But yeah, for certain situations, and also based amongst comfortability too. Like what Jhakur was saying, if I'm really comfortable with you, I'll start using more silly, goofy words. Shit, I don't mind. Like whenever me, you, Chris, and George,
He'll start switching ethnicities.
Yeah, man, doing the whole shebang. Like I don't mind playing along as a dumb person in the group. And we all know I'm not dumb, but it's like I do it just for fun to boost my character on this podcast.
Yeah,
you know. And then when I'm playing games with Jhakur, talking to all the niggas on there, you know, they bring out the nigga in me. So now I'm sitting here using nigga back and forth because it's like y'all ignorant fools trying to make me like not stooping down to y'all level just for entertainment.
That's how I be on the game, especially when you're playing Rainbow.
Really bring the worst out of you, man. I promise you.
Get headshot out of nowhere. What, nigga?
If you download either Borderlands 3,
play Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Six Siege,
play that.
You gonna hear all the ignorance.
You play Rainbow Six, you gonna be screaming out, nigga.
Y'all should hear her when she's like alone playing games.
Oh man,
she's like a completely different person.
I believe it.
She scares me.
I want to see this. So yeah, for me, code switching is all based on like what the situation calls for and my comfortability. You know, so I barely pay attention to when I do it. Like even now, I barely pay attention to the fact that I'm doing it now. But it's like it does have to be done. And if I remember correctly, you were asking just like why is it done too?
I wasn't gonna ask that, but I did have a follow-up question about that, so you might as well go into it.
All right.
It's second nature for black people because we grow up being taught that success is anything. Don't take this the wrong way, but success is anything, you know, close or related to whiteness.
How could you? I'm so hurt. No, I totally get that. Yeah.
So you know, the speaking proper, we have to do that. You know, especially on a job, you can't speak how you want to speak. You have to speak how these people would want you to talk.
I have an example for that too.
Go ahead.
If you want to hear it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you seen the movie Sorry to Bother You?
Yeah.
Alright, I have yet to watch the movie all the way through, but I know in that movie, as far as I got there, the main character, he's working at a telemarketing job, and everybody was telling him like, oh, if you want to go upstairs and get a better pay raise, you got to figure out the secret.
Right.
And there was another black guy that worked on the same level as him, and only he knew what the secret was. And the secret was using your white voice.
Right.
So if you was able to use your white voice efficiently, effectively, you get more sales. If you got more sales, you go upstairs and you make better sales. Right. So it's like for African American people, black people at the very least, it's like it's a funny term, and it's even sad to mention it does exist. But yeah, it's like for us to use our white voice, it really helps us out in the long run and getting better jobs and applying for better things.
Yeah,
it's just like having a. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you good.
But it's just like having a white sounding name. Or a racially ambiguous name. Mm-hmm. You know, that'll help you out more in life than having a name where it's like Tyrone or Jamal or fucking Laquita, Latoya, even my fucking name. Mm-hmm. You know,
I was struggling to spell.
Yeah,
the longest. That's why I just called him KK.
Like,
I don't waste my time. Like,
you can't really tell I'm black with my name, but it's a lot to handle for white people. So.
Yeah, well, I think that one of the things you guys both mentioned was this idea of wanting to be perceived as more intelligent. And I think for my part, I noticed that it comes down to education, right? And I think that in a large part, the government and white people are to blame.
And history.
Well, white people created the history, right? Because I think that you have this educational system that if, black people historically were educated in the same way as white people, we would all be talking the same.
Right.
But they haven't been, so we have this difference, and now white people get upset or think lesser of people that speak differently when it's not really their fault. I don't know. It kind of pisses me off, but at the same time, I think it's a real, even though it sucks that you have to do it, it's a real skill. Like to be able to switch like the kind of person and how you come off and being aware of that is, even if the situation sucks, I think it's really useful.
Right.
Like I know that even in my own life, I don't have anything exactly like that, but I do have different versions of myself with different people and different types of people. And it is incredibly useful to switch in between, those couple of versions of myself that I can play depending on the situation.
Especially when you got to give a speech.
Oh, yeah, word.
Oh, man.
I code switch I turn into a whole different Jhakur when I gotta give a speech.
Can we hear that, Jhakur? I want to hear.
You're hearing it right now.
Oh, this is your speech voice.
This is
what's your not speech voice? What does that sound like?
Very monotone and slow.
Oh yeah, he has a hella monotone voice.
Yeah,
that's okay. I do too. So
it's an entertaining voice though. It's a very entertaining voice.
Hey, my voice. I ain't even gonna say what I was gonna say. I wasn't even gonna say.
He's like, I have a nice voice.
I really do. I've been told I have a nice voice.
I agree. I think it's the bass. It gives it like some veritas to it, or some gravitas.
You wanna know how I figured out I had a nice voice? I was on the phone with a female acquaintance one time.
Of course.
Before I met my girlfriend. Love you. And we were just talking, and I'm hearing stuff in the background of on her end. I'm like, what's up with all this noise?
The story's going.
She's like, she don't want to say nothing. So I'm like, are you okay? And, I know I hear like a really loud, like, I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? She was like, oh, I was masturbating to your voice. I was like, all right, bitch. It works.
There are worse things to have happen to you, I guess.
True.
Yeah.
That is definitely true.
Damn, but
it's an amazing thing.
Nice.
I use my voice during sex all the time.
Yeah.
It helps.
Yeah.
It really helps.
Man, I gotta introduce y'all to my friend Alex. All right, that man has the deepest voice known to history.
You got that Barry White?
Man, if you can even hear this man talk, when this man talk, everything around him vibrates. Like it's just his voice is just that deep. Like it's that deep.
It's a really weird way to express that.
I'm sorry, I just don't know how else. But it's just his voice is that deep, man.
Fucking glasses start shaking and shit when he talks.
It's like that scene in Jurassic Park where you see the water.
Yeah.
He got that Mariah Carey voice, but in deep version.
What?
That's such a. Why not just relate it to a person that actually has a deep voice?
Because I don't know any other people that got a deep voice besides him.
Okay,
I just said Barry White.
I don't know that man. You know that man.
You ain't never listened to Barry White
I feel like
sing?
Tyler, the Creator, has kind of a deep voice.
He has an annoying voice.
Damn.
No. His voice is very stringy.
Yeah, well, I haven't...
It's like a deep stringy voice.
Are we talking about like interviews or music?
Interviews.
Yeah, I haven't watched much of that. But I've listened to a little bit of his music, and it was deeper than I expected.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Right.
Childish jokes. Childish joke number
Oh,
one.
man. But yeah, just yeah, nice voice, man. I give you that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
My voice only sound nice like this because I'm sick. As soon as I get better, the bitch in me gonna come back.
That's tough. Hey, man, we all...
Oh, man.
You know what else is tough nowadays?
What?
The amount of streaming services we all have
It's
is wild.
man.
Crazy.
And with the new edition of Disney Plus, it's like,
Disney Plus
Crazy.
is big.
oh my God.
Hulu,
Here we go. All right.
Netflix, HBO Go. HBO has 2 streaming services.
I know.
And they're the
HBO
same
Max and,
fucking
like,
thing.
HBO Go, and it's
Ain't the
bullshit.
same shit?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then HBO is owned by CBS, which also has CBS All Access.
MTV has a streaming service.
BET
VH1, BET Plus, Disney Plus.
What the fuck is a TV now?
So honestly, I almost like this kind of shit makes me want to get a cable service again, because it's like you get the same shit. It might be cheaper at this point, but
So I don't know what the fuck Robert talking about, but yeah, I'm sorry, you were on your own with that one. I'm good with no cable. Now, he said this man said cable.
Like I looked at how much it costs if you're gonna purchase these
Right,
for
right,
yourself.
right.
And I know we all like share, not us all, but people share their account logins. But it's upwards of $100 at this point if you're gonna get all the like big name services.
Damn.
Well, me personally, I don't watch a lot of stuff, so I only need 2.
Yeah, well, I'm speaking as somebody. If you want all the options,
I get you.
right?
Yeah, I get you.
That versus cable. Cable is like the same price, and you get like a couple hundred channels. It's like I almost feel like I want to go back to cable in some ways. But
Definitely shout out to me.
I was gonna ask you, are you guys gonna sign up for Disney Plus?
I already signed up. I have been enjoying The Mandalorian.
Oh, is it good?
Yes.
I've heard good things.
Yes,
man.
it's very good.
Baby Yoda too?
Perfect. That CGI is crisp. The makeup crisp. The art crisp. I fucks with it. It's like a 30-minute movie, honestly.
Damn.
It's episodic. I'm loving it. I fuck with Disney Plus. Probably gonna cancel my Netflix because of this shit. Because honestly, Netflix has been on the decline as far as shows.
Yeah, I think as soon as other services started taking their shit off,
Right.
Netflix, like, it only has a couple of hit shows. It has like House of Cards, BoJack Horseman, Stranger Things, and Orange is the New Black. Those are the only ones.
That's Disenchantment.
Disenchantment. Which one's that?
That's made by the creator of Futurama.
Oh yeah, The Simpsons.
Matt Groening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did
that's a
watch
good
that
one.
one. That one's
That's a good
enjoyable. Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, like, it's not a whole lot.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
I feel like Hulu has more.
Yeah.
So does HBO. So does Disney Plus, obviously. So
Disney Plus has brought back all of its old shows too, like the stuff that's been, because it's all the stuff that's been cut off from Disney. What they call Disney on cable? I forgot, but there's a special name for Disney cable.
Disney XD.
Disney
You talking
Channel.
about that?
No, it's not Disney.
Yeah.
It's something. But long story short, I mean, it's good that they did bring back all of their older shows. Like I seen a lot of news articles talking about Gargoyles.
Yeah, that was on.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
That was on Disney XD.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But I mean, what Disney Cable now is not called Disney XD. It's not even called Disney Cable. I just legit can't think of the name.
Well, to my recollection, there's 2 channels. There's Disney XD, and then there's just the regular Disney
Channel. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they had Disney for Kids too.
Disney Originals. Is that what you're talking about?
Something. It's some weird shit.
It don't fucking matter.
doesn't
That's not even the point.
Yeah.
The point is Disney Plus is taking over, man.
Disney Plus is taking over, but I kind of have a problem with the fact that they're taking over. I think they're slowly but surely forming a total monopoly on the business.
Of course.
With buying Fox and all that shit, and that I don't like that.
Of course.
Personally.
Yeah, they're going to take over the entire networking industry.
But that's the beauty of capitalism.
Well, but capitalism is meant to break apart monopolies, not create.
Oh no.
It's meant to.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not. Yes.
Oh, no.
Did we come across our first disagreement?
That is in law. Well, I mean, there was the gun thing, but
that wasn't really a
that was a
disagreement,
respectful
though.
disagreement.
Yeah.
It was just opinion based.
I agree that capitalism is not conducive. I agree with you on that, but within how it's meant to work within America, it's not meant to happen.
Well, this is America. This is the land of perversion.
Of the payoffs. Yeah. I feel like. But that pisses me off because I feel like Disney has too much money. Like, I'll admit I like a lot of their shit, but I don't want to give them, $12.99 or however much it costs.
It's $6.99.
Or
it's $6.99 if you want to get a bundle pack.
Yeah, and that comes with Hulu.
Yeah,
and
well,
it's paying plus.
Yeah.
Well, then $6.99 because I feel like they already have enough money. I feel like the last thing they need is
can never have enough
to get bigger. Like, I don't want Disney to be any bigger than it is now.
If Disney buys Google, if Disney buys Amazon, if Disney buys any conglomerate, then we have a serious problem.
I would agree with that. Yeah, wholeheartedly. And I'm sure they will. I'm sure it's just a matter of time. And then
that was gonna be my question.
They have to.
Yeah, because when you look at Disney as a whole on that aspect, I definitely do agree with you. Disney has way too much power, way too much money on their hands. Like, I'm just gonna break it down to even the basic level. Like, they're fucking like Disneyland here. Like, Disneyland is literally cut into two parks. Like, if you want to go into either Disney California or Disneyland, the regular Disneyland, you got to pay two separate fees to go to the same park.
Yep.
Fuck.
It's like, what the fuck?
Fuck that. Have you been to Disney World?
Nigga, I ain't even been across the border.
Have you been to Disney World?
I haven't, but I know I'm
wild.
familiar with it.
It's wild.
It's wild. It's wild.
Bruh.
That's like a fucking city.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's huge. I've seen it on the maps. Florida is kind of a scary place. You hear a lot of news shit from there that's just like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to die.
Florida man be doing a lot.
I know, for real. For real, dude.
Florida man be doing a lot.
He's rolling.
Fuck Florida.
Nah, but for real, congratulations, Disney. And I say that with the most fakest tone that I can on Disney Plus, because it's taking over. Like, just like you, I'm actually considering getting rid of one of my streaming sources, because I have 3 right now.
Right.
Yeah.
I have Hulu, I have Netflix, and I have this thing called Verve. And each one is used specifically for its own reason. Like, Verve is strictly for my anime, because I want to watch my anime.
It's hentai.
Yeah, so my anime.
That was not, you didn't say no. I just would like to enter that into the record.
This nigga paying for anime sites. That's wild.
Hey man, I like the immediate access of it, rather than having to find the perfect website that's not gonna get me all these pop up.
Shouts out 9 Anime.
Shouts out ad blocker.
Joke number 1.
Damn. All right. So it's clear that I shouldn't be using Verve anymore. But yeah, I use that strictly for my anime. Hulu I've been using lately to watch like things like Key and Peele. Using that for the Boondocks. If there's any other show, or my brother's been using it for the Wu-Tang series they got going on. Netflix, I've been using it for all of their specials. Like, I used it for to actually watch all of The Office, which was it was a great sit down watch. I loved it all. What else I've been watching? I watched this show called The Wu Assassin. Wu Assassin it's a good show. The idea of it is cool, but the animation is kind of like, and the how they go about the story, it's like. The story could have been written a hell of a lot better. It gets confusing in some areas. And so Disney Plus, I'm really considering coming for. Considering coming for that ass.
7-day free trial, $6.99.
Swiggity swooty into the booty head ass.
They got gargoyles on there.
Now the only thing I will say, and like my audience, please, if correct me if I'm wrong. The one show I really want to watch if I get Disney Plus, Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
The fuck is that?
What? Super Robot. Oh,
I'm gonna just watch Phineas and Ferb.
The premise of it is really hard to explain, but it's about this boy. He finds this robot. He walks inside the robot. There's six monkeys inside of it. Each monkey has a special ability. He unlocks the robot. He becomes the key guardian for it, and now they're on a mission to save the fucking galaxy from the Skull King.
I don't know why he was talking about Aqua Teen Hunger Force for some reason. I was about to start singing it. My name is, oh boy, Sheikh Zula, the Mike Ruler. I don't know the full intro.
That shit was
I was tripping.
It's about time.
Yeah,
it's about that time.
It's time to get sustenance and time to get ready. You feel me? So once again, thank you. If you made it this far in the episode, shout out to yourself. Pat yourself on the back or shoulder, the ass, whatever you need to do to make yourself feel good.
Ooh.
What? What the fuck?
Hey, you know what? Go ahead and pat it. You earned it. All right. You made it through this. This is probably our shortest episode, but you made it through. Yep. So thank you.
And you got to hear my voice.
Yeah. Yep. Hopefully there's no girls out there fapping to this, because if so,
oh.
He's taken.
Yeah, he's very
sorry,
taken.
Girls.
All right. He's very taken.
I am indeed taken, but you can be in my DMs.
Ty has a voice, and he's single.
What it do, baby?
Trash.
All right, so thanks, y'all. Much appreciated for making it. Thank you for all your support. You know, we love you guys to the moon and back. You know, the more support you guys give us, the better it shows that we're actually doing something positive, something cool. And so thank you. Thank you a million times over. Much love to you guys. Don't forget to follow our social media. Make love to us on that follow button. And shout us out, because the more people we got listening to us, the better. All right, because who doesn't want to listen to a voice like Jhakur?
Facts.
Even though he's not probably gonna be on another episode for another year.
That's tough. Hey man, as long as I get an invite, I'll be here.
You got it, and a car ride. I got you, bro. Right.
Most def.
So once again, thank you again for being here, man.
Anytime.
I appreciate you for waking up early. Fuck you, Bryson. You was up this whole time and couldn't even come with us, bitch ass. All right. So
I was aggressive.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta be.
He's code switching right now.
Gonna pull out the Jamaican.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, my fault. It's been Jhakur.
It's been Robbie Boy.
Ooh, go ahead.
J Daddy King Schmeat.
Hey, slime. I ain't got no credit.
Yee.
So you know what it is. You know what it's been. It's been You've Been Served. Thank you. Much love to you guys. Hope somebody come and suck my dick.